Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay content for y'all. I'm joined by the Bird the Bear, the Highwayman himself, the Kaiju King, one might call him. TJ?
I'm not dead.
He's alive.
I'm alive. It's been a rough, 24 hours, but I'm here.
He's here for you guys. But like I said, we're back with some Matchplay commentary. These were filmed over at Dean's Dugout, which is the local card shop that we go to every Sunday for Digi. We pop off at about 12:30, so if you're located in the Chicagoland area, they're a great shop located in Naperville, Illinois. Dean's Dugout, check them out. But in today's matchup, we've got Stack, who is bringing back Ragnaloard up on the channel on the left, going up against Gunther, who's playing Tyrantkabuterimon on the right. Should be an interesting matchup. I think both like interacting with your opponents in some sort of fashion, so I think it should be a fun back and forth. And Ragna definitely has some new tools that have been kind of sprinkled in with the previous EX set that definitely put it back on the radar, as we've talked about in previous videos. So it should be a fun one. Before we hop into the round itself, if you like our content, you like what you're seeing, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll greatly appreciate it. And also hit that bell so you're notified as to when these videos go live. And check out our socials, which are linked down in the video description below. Contains our Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all that good stuff. The Discord in particular is the best place to kind of get a hold of the deck list that our players are playing with in all of our commentary videos. Just hit us up there and we'll be sure to point you in the right direction. But enough chit chat here. Let's hop right into the round.
And also, because this should be said, if you're not in the Discord already and haven't seen the announcement, we have plans for members now. We have rewards for members now.
Yes,
things,
sir.
Stuff like that. So we're gonna be doing member semi-exclusive deck profiles. So you'll have early access to deck profiles and the choice of selecting what deck profile we do once a week. Mm-hmm. I'm still working through the exact logistics of everything, but we have it for the most part set up. And then the idea is that 2 days after the video goes live for members, it'll then go public for everybody else. But we have other plans exclusively for members as well as our community grows. So just something I wanted to toss out there too.
Speaking of getting things set up, we do notice that Gunther forgets to set security. They will get to it. We've kind of perused the beginning of the video at least very quickly. They will correct it. It is a local, so we're just gonna put top 5 on top of, top 5 from deck on a security just to kind of get things going. So we do catch that, but it's, just an unfortunate kind of locals casual thing.
Little mistake. It happens.
But I think both sides have some pretty good setup. Stacks going into a level 5 here. And Gunther's also set up with some tamers.
And then so Gunther realizes now, and then they basically just say just do top 5. We said, it's just a local, it's not a big turn or anything, just no big deal. So we don't count it as a game loss. They both players wanted to play it out. So Stack was fine with it, and really at the end of the day, I think Stack being fine with it is probably the most important thing.
Yes. And I was mistaken. It's not a level 5 that Stack's gotten into. It's a level 6. It's Ragnaloardmon.
Oh yeah, he's already a Broadway.
Which is sort of a good setup if you're playing Ragna, because the Ragna Ace requires you to have the Ragnaloardmon and the Durand in hand in order to DNA Digivolve using the Ace card. So he's set up for potential shenanigans there. We got Gunther just sort of setting up in the back.
The only real issue is that if almost anything that Gunther swings with is gonna pretty much let Stack, even if Stack DNAs, he's not gonna be able to do anything to that Stack usually.
Right.
Because of the all the protections that folks get. And we're gonna just go ahead and clear it with the giant missile. All right.
Honestly, fair. That is fair.
It's not bad. Slow down the game plan a little bit.
I will say Digi Emperor. I don't play a lot of Ragna, so I can't say with certainty. But I feel like the Ragna players that I have played against, most of the times they're building in the back. So I almost feel like Digi Emperor is just sort of in this matchup. If they're pushing out the level 3, they're maybe in a tougher spot. They usually try to build in the back first. Yeah,
I agree. I think the thing for Ragnar right now is that it doesn't have any protections until it's in a level 6 form usually, or if it can get the Ragnaloardmon inheritable under. So people tend to just go ahead and just wait till like they're at a 5 in the back and then Evo into a 6 in the front to try and just get some sort of value out of it there.
So we go ahead and go into the Grand Quagga Ace. Suspends and
both the
punch
Digi and the
through.
Tamer.
Yeah.
Pops the Tamer and then can swing through and hit the
Not bad.
the Luda.
So Stack's able to push up and then kind of recycle his sources, paying a memory to tuck the Spada underneath. And then we'll go ahead and play out.
Promo.
Yep.
Can then on play tuck itself under. You can go ahead and reveal some cards. Choose to put. Do you put 1 on top and 2 on bottom?
I think so. That's what it looked like.
I don't think you're. I'm pretty sure in any text
like
that
you
have to
pick
send
one or the
all the
other.
top or all the bottom. Yeah, you don't get to choose which ones go top, which ones goes bottom.
Pays 2 to tuck a Taiji Luda underneath, and then goes into Garurumon, the level 5, if I'm not mistaken, for 3.
Yeah.
So Gunther
Yeah,
arguably is in a
Stack-
pretty good spot here.
Stack hasn't played for the past month. In fairness to him,
That's true.
he's been pretty busy with
Life.
post-marriage stuff and life things. Yeah, so he just hasn't been around. So, you know, a few mistakes happen. It's no worries.
But yeah, I think Gunther's in a pretty decent spot. He's got the Grand Quagga Ace. He's got his Izzy set up. He just, yep, there you go. Can go straight into
Yeah,
a
go into
Tyrant,
Tyrant.
play out Metal Life, go ahead and suspend the Garurumon.
Yeah. He gave the DP to Tyrant.
And here, I almost feel like it's...
Plays Pomu, suspends.
Yeah, I would have almost just swung at face first and just gotten like...
Oh, he
one
swung
damage
at
in.
it. Okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know.
No, I
maybe it
think
had
what
to-
he did was he just played out the Pomu to suspend Tyrant. And then Tyrant passed turn by that, and then you just bottom deck the Dura, or the... Oh no, he didn't bottom deck it, he just... Yeah,
No,
I guess he did
and that
swing
Pomu
into
doesn't.
it.
That's not the Pomu that suspends. That's the Pomu that
Oh,
can't
play by
by
effects. Gotcha. Yeah, so he just swung into it.
Yeah, using the Modimon inheritable.
Play out a
They
boost.
let you swing at a Digimon specifically. Don't worry, I'm remembering. I'm remembering.
Here's a swing at face. We do swing Tyrant. Hits a Spada, and then Metal Life hits a Bryway Ludra, so it does end up dying. And then Stack will be able to suspend the Digi Emperor to draw a card, and then we just play out a Kokuaga. Or Kokabuteri, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stack draws.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing with Ragna is that you just have to, you're forced to just start in the bag, but I mean, Gunther's threatening game next turn. He's
Yeah.
getting 4 swings with the Tento.
Just swing.
I don't think Ragna has any crazy removal cards in security.
No, not usually.
Unless you're like a Mad Lad and
Yeah,
running like a
that's game one.
Hades or something, but even then, like that's a stretch.
You probably don't run Hades because you have to Greymon.
You
in
need
it
a
for it to
Greymon,
actually-
exactly.
For it to get any real value. Well, that's not really, but still. Anyways,
Crimson, maybe. But yeah, Gunther does take up game 1. I think.
Oh no, it
pretty-
has to be Greymon name specifically when it's looking for the
Yeah.
play cost. Yeah, so it wouldn't do anything. Yeah, I mean they could run like Crimson Blaze, I guess technically, like every deck does. this format if it has red.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a card that just only gets better the more we linger in a meta that spits out bodies. It's gonna be interesting to see really what changes up on the 23rd. Considering all the like cross support we're seeing too and stuff, it's gonna be really, really interesting.
God, the new cross support's got me so excited, dude. I cannot wait.
It's good. It is good.
Alter Ballista is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so we move on to game 2. Gunther looks like he's kicking it off. We do remember security this time. So go ahead. Oh my.
Oof. That's a hard drop of level 5. Admittedly, though, it's maybe
Not a bad play.
I mean,
not the
it
greatest
depends.
play, but
no. I mean, Stack could also just in turn could have hard dropped like a Ragna Ace or something,
yeah.
which would have been rough.
Ooh, double
But
Emperor.
just do 2 Emperors. It's pretty good for draw.
Yeah. So we do
Still stuck. Okay.
Grand Quagga Ace. We'll suspend one and then pop the other.
Suspends both and then pops one.
And then pops one.
Okay, and then turn passes over to Stack. The Tamer should still be locked down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we see Stack is debating what he wants to do. Still no rookie for Gunther, which is tough.
But I mean, he's in it. Like, if he's got the Tyrant in hand, I mean, we know that Stack really can't do a whole lot this turn. Even if he does go into a level 5, they typically don't have a lot of protections.
Drops
so
a
just
Zubamon.
drops a Zubamon promo.
That's not that promo. That's the BT or EX6 Zuba.
EX6. So yeah, there we see the Tyrant. So Tyrant will be able to do some pretty good board control and really just put Stack on a little bit of a chokehold here. We go ahead and play a Kabuteri.
I guess all he had was the rookie to play. I imagine he would put something different if it wasn't.
Yeah.
So his hand must be gummed up with Tamers or options or something.
Yeah.
On a turn, so he could just opt to swing for damage here and then end of turn suspend the Kokabu to bottom deck the Zuba.
Right.
We'll see what Gunther decides. The swing does hit the Ragna. And then passes turn the memory. Oof.
Alright, well, Stack's been given a lifeline.
It did
decides to stay in the back, swings, hits an Izzy, and then plays out a Ludamon.
Yeah, can grab 2 with the Legend Arm traits, grabs a Ragna Ace, and I think that was a
Durumon, I think.
Yeah.
And then Evo's into said Dura to pass Gunther over to 3. So I think Gunther just was like, I don't... Okay, so he does have the Kabuteri for 2. We go into a Pomu in the back. We'll decide to...
Debating if he wants to swing with it or not.
Yeah.
Might be best. Keep yourself protected from Digimon effects, but then you are just susceptible to being deleted by battle. Just does clear the Zuba. But he has a
3 will go into a Climbmon. So you do threaten the... I mean, you do threaten another Grand Kuwaga Ace.
But usually these decks don't run more than 2, so it's not super likely.
That is the one thing that I feel like, a little bit off topic, but one thing that Ace cards have definitely made me think about more is just like players and their ratios, right? Because like we just talked about, you know, like deciding whether you want to swing into something or not and trying to decide, well, are they going to run the typical ratio of 2? Could they be running more? Like,
I feel
one's in trash. How likely is it that he has it in hand? It's like those are things that you never really thought about before.
I think with aces and so many other like level 7 cards now, not to mention just like different like utility options and tamers and stuff, it's interesting to see how the game has sort of moved to the majority of decks running like the 11 rookies, 9 champions, 7 ultimates split, and then they stick with it. Like usually there's 6 level 6s, sometimes 5. Depending on the deck, of course, sometimes it goes way higher than that. Yeah. But it's interesting to see that that has sort of shifted to be like the more like almost like the new standard, I'd say.
Yeah.
Depending on the deck, of course. Just so people can make more room for different like tech choices and options.
It definitely took me a while to get used to that because I was just like, man, anything less than 12 rookies makes me very nervous. But like you said, it's become more of a standard now. Alright, so Stack does go into the Durandamon. Just decide to blitz. Does a check. And pops the Stack. And passes him over to 4. So Gunther decides to stay in the back. Goes into Kabuteri.
Oh, I see. So he raided. Okay. Yeah. So he swung, raided with Durandamon. The Duramon inheritable switch targets. So a trash top card of security. Then he pierced for 1 check. Yeah. I was trying to figure out exactly how that resolved. It's been a minute. Don't see Ragnar very often. Okay.
So Gunther climbs into a Metal Life. In the back. Yeah. Goes into the old OG Ragnar. Will be able to slot a card to gain 3 memory. Does 2 checks and is able to swing with the Ludo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. We go to game 3.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think going through not having a rookie to start and having a hard slam the Metal Life is rough. I mean, I think he had good setup. It's just unfortunately hit the Ragna Ace, which is like one of the few things in the deck that would have ended Tyrant. And then that just was like momentum changing.
And he wasn't seeing the pieces he needed to give himself any DP boosts. So he's 14k is pretty decent base, but he did just meet it, unfortunately. Old Ragnar coming in clutch though. Old Ragnar doing work. I mean, being able to be just a free level 7 is very good. Yeah, I mean, secure tech +1 reboot. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Especially with all the inheritables you can get.
While our players are getting set up here, by the time this video releases, we should be a few days out from the announcement of our new ban list. So be on the lookout for our reactions to that. And I think a couple of our viewers have also asked for like sort of like a mini tournament or some sort of like content video where we talk about like potential decks if they were to be quote unquote like full power, right? And how that turns out. Our fellow content creator Bryce has been kind of cooking up something there, so that is definitely in the works. So be on the lookout in the next like coming weeks about further details regarding some project we have cooking with him. I'm definitely excited. He's got some great ideas and should be a fun time. But a lot of it hinges on what the announcement is going to be on Friday, so more to come.
All right, we see. Just goes ahead and plays out a little. Can't remember the guy's name. I'm blanking on his name right now. Spada. There we go.
Oh, Argo.
Okay, on the back, and we just give over the Kabuteri into a Kabuterimon. It's not suspended, so it does not have any protections right now. Push up the Teoludo, bounce the source back,
goes into
go into a Raiji.
Decides to swing with a Spada. Oof. It's an Izzy.
Yeah, the Izzy coming in clutch off top of security. We're going to another Bryway. So kind of just set up. So far, Guther's been really good about responding with giant missiles whenever a Bryway hits the board.
Now, does Bryway have any...
it's protected from Digimon effects.
Digimon effects, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but not
I knew
options,
there was some
so that's why. Yeah, it's a good card to keep yourself safe. But if you're against an opponent who has any sort of like big options that can clear you, it's the best time to do it is when the Bryway's on the board. Just make them start over.
All right, so we see a Tyrant come into play. We do play a Metal Life, so we gain 3k DP. Big 7k guy, or 17k guy.
The swing into the Spada.
Plays out a Tento.
Yeah.
Suspending the Kabuteri.
Yeah, just not bottom deck anything, just clears that body.
Okay. Interesting.
We couldn't really do anything my way, so.
Right. Maybe my like sort of naivety with the deck, but like I almost feel like would it be better to just go to face there and just like hit for maybe like one chip?
Well, he can't. He can't end of turn swing into security. He can only swing at a Digimon, right? Something we gotta keep in mind.
Oh, had he already passed turn?
I believe so. I think he was over.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
When he evoed into
the Tyrant.
The Tyrant. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was already over.
Sure. Okay, that would make more sense. Hence my naivety.
It's all good. Okay, we'll go Ragnar here. He's able to put the Durandamon under to go ahead and
keep turn.
Gain the memory back. So right now he is not bigger than that Tyrant though. And Izzy does give him a redirect. We see that Lapras Demon in hand, but I don't think that really helps too much here. Looks like he's thinking about doing the Teoludo. But this is kind of a scary board state to deal with. Right, he's gonna pay 1 to go ahead and tuck the Teoludo.
Yeah.
And then I think what does that Teoludo do when it gets tucked again? It's been a minute.
I think it's a DP boost, is it?
Let's see. As resolution cards against blocker and reboot to the end of your opponent's turn is plus 2k during opponent's turn. And plus 2k with the effect as well. So he's plus 4k.
He's 18 right now. Yeah.
So he is bigger than Tyrant. I believe. Well, no, Tyrant suspends. It gets +2.
Mm-hmm. Well, also too,
to use the
Tentomon
to suspend the Ragna to give +3k to his Kokabuteri.
Tento does a chip.
Or not Kokabuteri, sorry, Tyrant.
Hits
so Tyrant's a big guy.
Zuba. Kabuterimon swings at 5, hits another Emperor.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and just spin Emperor for the earlier pop there. Sure. Kuth's fine with it.
For 4, ooh, we'll play a Shiva.
Okay.
Suspending Tyrant.
And then so end of turn, we'll suspend Shiva to bottom deck the 1, and then Tyrant will, I'm assuming, swing into the Ragna because he's 19. And Ragna's only 18. Or not?
Guess not.
Guess not. I don't know what happened. Bottom deck the 1 and then attempted to swing, I guess, and then didn't. Well,
because he should have been able to swing into it, right?
Should think so. Because he's +2k. I'm inheritable +2k from getting placed. Tyrant's +3 from Tento. +1 or plus another 1 from Blade Kawaga.
Right.
I believe.
Yeah.
And then that's the promo Taro, I think, right?
Yep. Which should give him additional 1k. So it should have been big enough.
I think so. +2k actually off of that during his turn. So actually he should have been, plenty big. He was like 20k.
Big guy.
Yep. I don't know. All right. Ludo gets played. Looks for top 5. Will pass turn with this. Okay.
All right.
So Stack did give the +2k. So that Ragna's essentially +4k right now.
So again, Ragna's at 18.
And Shivamon on suspending does trash top card of security, so we see that tie go bye-bye. He can't push up the Tento because of the Emperor, so he'll pass turn if he does.
Right. That's where double Emperor is nasty.
Yeah. Thinking, looks like he's trying to decide how he wants to resolve things because there is blocker on that Ragnalord stack. He doesn't have any DP boost this time because there's no Tento. Go ahead and training. Don't think does too much for him in this matchup.
We'll attempt to swing with Kabuteri.
Yeah. I think he's trying to bait out a block. Okay.
Which we
there
see.
It is.
Now, Stack is drawn 2, but that should be level 5 or...
Level 5 or lower. Level 5 or lower for... It's level 5 or higher for analog.
For analog,
that's what I guess. I get it mixed up all the time.
Yeah. So Gunther is still deciding here. We'll decide now to go Shiva. Shiva unfortunately hits a Ludra. And then we go ahead and play out the Blade Kuwaga. Tyrant will suspend. Suspending Blade Kuwaga to bottom deck. The Zuba. And looks like go ahead and play Kokabuteri off of the Argo effect. And calls it a day. Interesting sort of back and forth here between these two. Definitely a lot of effects kind of popping off all at once. I think Stack's also doing a pretty decent job here at just staying alive. With the Ragna, like tucking inheritables and just kind of keeping himself like a big blocker. So we do see a redirect now from Gunther using the Izzy to go into the Kokabuteri.
However, the Izzy should only be able to redirect into level 5 or higher bugs.
Yeah.
I believe.
It should have only gone.
Oh no. Once you switch attack target to one of your suspended digit with the insectoid trait. That's all it cares for.
Should have gone into that. So we do.
Where am I getting a level 5 or higher thing from? Why did I think I had to be something with Izzy? Alright, I don't know. Never mind.
He stacked Tuck again, so we're still big guys blocker. Attempt to swing a blade. Ragna does block, so stack draws 2. We'll go into Kabuteri in the back.
He should be piercing, I think, right now with that Durandamon.
Stack?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pierced through for 2 checks.
Okay. Oh, did he just clear the Blade Quagga with something else?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we kind of see a repeat board state here from Gunther as he just plays out another Kokabuteri and calls it a turn.
Yeah, grabs the Grand Quagga Ace. This is so much back and forth.
Yeah, no, it's
a lot of, it's just like a lot of like just chip.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So he goes ahead and places a couple of cards under using hand effects, paying memory for it. We'll swing. We'll go ahead and redirect with Izzy. Pierces 2 for 2. Yeah.
The problem is here, there's no way to go for game, at least at this moment. And whatever body stack potentially plays out will probably just end up getting bottom decked by Tyrant.
Yeah, Ragnar's the only thing that's big enough right now to sort of get around Tyrant's bottom decking effect at the moment.
As long as that Izzy can redirect.
Oh, we do see a Ragnar Ace in hand.
True. So if he just goes ahead and plays out, but he has to play out a level 6, right? Or he could just hard play the Ragnar Ace.
He did the hard slam a 6, but he doesn't have enough memory to do that. Right. He could hard slam the Ragnar Ace, which has worked against me in the past before when I was a little bit like
because right now it would D-Digivolve the entire board 1, and then pop the.
That's only if you DNA you D-Digivolve.
Well, then that's
delete
sort
something.
of like a
but
useless...
if you, basically all you really do is you just trash top card.
Yeah.
And then you aren't affected by your opponent's effects until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So he'd be like a big body that can't get cleared, but then that's it. But yeah, be able to swing. But I think that's just it.
Swing with Kabuteri, and then you just swing with Tyrant. Yeah.
Swings for game. Yeah.
Ooh. Whew. A little bit of a grind there at the end. But I mean, good.
But it was good back and forth. They did a good job of like dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think Stack did a pretty good job of just staying alive, and I think Gunther also did a pretty good job of just being patient and just sort of starving Stack of any further resources until he could really just go for game, as we saw in that last turn there. So well played by both of these guys. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. And let us know what else you guys want to see. You know, I think we've gotten to the point where a lot of us have our decks. We're definitely going to work on getting like some red hybrid on cam and other stuff later on in the week as we go back to locals. Yeah. So
I'm sacrificing myself as a content martyr to play other decks at locals to try and get different stuff for you guys on camera.
Yeah. So let us know. We'll try to get them on cam and see what we can do for you guys. We appreciate all the support. Thank you all for tuning in, and hopefully we catch you on that flippy flip. Bye-bye.
Bye.